In this vid, I'm going to be pairing up the two 30-card trainer kit decks from the black and white Excadrill versus Zoroark trainer kit. Initially, I had recorded a game following the guides that come with the trainer kit, but I found that the games were not only incredibly slow that way, but that I just really didn't like the way they were run. The guide told you exactly what to do every turn, how to play it, including when you rolled or you flipped a coin, whether it was going to be heads or tails. And those are just elements of the game that are just completely up to chance and really make the game interesting. So I didn't like that the guide pretty much just took that out. I understand it's for a learning experience, but I still don't like it. So I'm going to shuffle these up and just kind of play them as a normal 30-card deck and just see how they go. And at the moment, I'm planning on doing a best 2 out of 3. And then after the 2 out of 3, maybe I'll combine them into one large deck and play them against a real deck. So we start by drawing 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I know he's all fighting, so I'm going to start with a Pit of, that's resistant. Put a Patrat and a Zoroark on the bench. And put out 3 prizes because we're just doing 30-card decks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, not much of anything. We'll go ahead and start with the Audino, bench a Timber, and a Lillipup. And then put out our 3 prizes. And instead of just rolling heads or tails, I'm just going to roll 2 die, and whoever gets the highest one goes first. And rolls a 5 over here versus a 3 on that side, so the Zoroark deck will be going first. So flip everything over, draw for a turn, Pokemon Communication, that's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and attach to the Pit of. I'm going to hang on to my Communication for now. And I'll do a quick attack, which I hit heads. So that means instead of doing 10, it does 20. Draw for the turn. Awesome. I pull the girder. So that means I'm not going to worry about this Audino at all, and I'm just going to start building up a Timber. And I'm going to pass. Attach. I'm going to communicate in the Zoroark and hope that my Tranquil is not prized. And there it is. Being a fighting type deck, being resistant to fighting types is going to be very important in this game. So getting this Tranquil out early is really the only hope for this Zoroark deck, since everything else is weak to the majority of the other Pokemon. So, discard that. I'll go ahead and evolve, attach the second energy, and I will do Gust for 20. Draw. I'm going to go ahead and attach to Timber, evolve to Girder. We'll bench the other Timber, and I'll pass. I'm going to bench the Minccino and attach the third energy to Tranquil so that I can do quick attack. Flip a coin. If heads, it does 30 more damage. If not, it just does 20. So it just does the 20, brings him up to 60. And draw for turn. Nice, a Drillbur. I'm going to go ahead and attach one more fighting energy there to fully power up Girder, and I'll have to pass. Draw into this. I'm going to go ahead and attach to Zoroark, and I will quick attack for 20, which was enough to knock it out, but I'll go ahead and flip anyways, and it would have been heads to do 50. So that knocks out a Dino. I take a prize, Darkness Energy, nice. And I'm going to bring up this Girder. I'm going to draw for my turn. Energy switch, that could be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and attach to Drillbur in case I pull into that Excadrill. And I am going to do, I'll do Pound for 60, but because I'm resistant, it does 40. Still means I'm going to be able to knock it out in 2 turns. So I'll attach, draw into another Pit of. Go ahead and bench the Pit of, since again, it's really my only hope of staying alive being resistant. Attach one to the Pit of. And we'll do quick attack. Heads, so it does 50. Draw for turn, the Excadrill. Go ahead and evolve, but no energy to attach. So we'll do Pound again for another 40, which knocks out the Tranquil. And take the prize, Fighting Energy. And I will put up, yeah, the Pidove. Draw for my turn. I'll attach to Zorua. Let's see, I'm left with 80. So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to play my plus power. If I can hit heads, it'll knock him out. Tails, he'll still be 10 away. And it's heads, so it does 30, knocking out the girder. So that was really important. Because that now puts me, or puts Zoroark ahead on prizes, and Excadrill isn't fully powered up and ready to go yet. So I'm going to draw for my turn. Herdier, so I'll go ahead and evolve that Lillipup. If I drop the cards. Going to attach another Fighting Energy. And I'll do Metal Claw for 30, which only does 10 because of the resistance. So I'll draw. Zoroark, nice. And I've got the energy in hand to attach. Now I don't have any hand, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm still ahead on prizes, so I can afford just to solve for a little while and try and whittle that damage down, because this one can only do 80, so I need to do 30 to him to be able to knock him out in one go. Perfect, to heads. Does 20. Draw into here. Yeah, definitely want to attach. And then I'm going to use Drill Run for 80. Reduces by 20 because of resistance, so it's still 60. But that's still more than enough to knock out the Pidove. Now I'm kind of in a predicament because I am one short of being able to knock him out. And he can knock me out in one hit. Oh, he does take a prize though. Unfortunately, I really have no other options. Because either way, anything else next turn is going to be knocked out by him. So I'll go ahead and put up the Zoroark and hope I pull a plus power. And I don't. So that's pretty much the game. I can bench my Patrat, and I can do Night Days for 80. So, but that leaves him 10 short of knockout. So that's kind of a bummer. So I draw, and I don't need any more energy here, so I'll go ahead and just attach it to Herdier. Really don't need anything else. I'm going to do Drill Run for 80, which weak times 2 is 160. Knocks him out and takes the third prize. So that would be game 1. And let's go ahead and try game 2. Alright, so draw 4, 6, 7. Another Pidove start. That's good. Now I've got the communication in hand to be able to get that Tranquil too. So, see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. No basic Pokemon. Means that Excadrill mulligans. And that means the Zoroark deck has the option of taking an extra card, or drawing an extra card, for the turn. So I first put up my prizes, and then I'm going to draw for my mulligan. Another Patrat. And let's try this again. There's some basics. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got plenty to... Oh, actually I only have one basic. Drillbur. Alright. This might be an interesting game. And let's see who goes first. Zoroark goes first again. Darkness Energy. Sorry, I keep knocking the mat around. I'll go ahead and bench the Patrat. And then I'll do Quick Attack. Hit heads, so it does 20. Draw. I get the Timber. Go ahead and attach. And I'll do, well, doesn't really matter what I do, because I plan on evolving next turn. So Hone Claws won't do me any good to raise my base damage since I'm about to evolve. And I'm resistant, so Scratch won't do anything, so I'm just going to pass. Draw for my turn. Going to communicate in the Zoroark and hope that my Tranquil is there. And it's not. It's prized. So I've got a Patrat on the bench. I'm going to go ahead and get a Watchdog. And I can start building that one up. Go ahead and evolve. Attach. And I'll do Quick Attack. Alright, I hit heads again, so it brings him up to 40. Draw for my turn. Another fighting energy, which I'll attach. And then we'll go ahead and evolve to Excadrill. And unfortunately, I still can't really hit for very hard. I'll do Metal Claw for 30, which after resistance only does 10. Draw. Go up to the Watchdog. And, we're going to take a chance. We're going to retreat back to the Watchdog. And I'm going to do Confuse Ray to confuse Excadrill. Make him flip to attack. So I'm going to draw. I have the Audino. And let's take a chance. Let's attach. And I flip. If heads, it successfully attacks. If tails, I do 30 damage to myself. And it's tails. That's really going to hurt because that brings him up to 70 damage, meaning that if I can hit heads on Hyper Fang, knocks him out. Draw the Zorua. And let's see. I don't need any more energy on Watchdog. I'm still going to hope to grab that Tranquil some point, so I'm going to attach to Pit of. And let's try Hyper Fang. Tails. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. So Excadrill survives another turn. I draw into another Timber. I'm going to attach here. And I'm still confused, but I can take one more hit if I hit tails, so I'm going to try it again. We'll do Drill Run. And it's heads. So not only does it do 80, but you have to discard, which doesn't matter really because it's weak to fighting. So it ends up doing 160. Take a prize. I am still confused though. At least I believe that's how confusion works. Until you retreat or use a trainer card, you're still going to be confused. So I draw into another Pit of, which I'll bench. I'm going to use Energy Retrieval to get back 2 of those Dark Energy that we just lost. Let's see, you're at 70. I'm going to play that plus power. I'm going to attach to Pit of here. I'm going to do Quick Attack. I hit tails, but because of the plus power, I still do 20, which brings him up to 90. Meaning that if he hits tails on the confusion, he's going to be knocked out. Draw for my turn. This is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach to Timber. I'm going to pay 2 to retreat. And that's going to mean that I'm no longer confused. The reason I was excited about the energy switch is because if I can stay alive, this means I can retreat and push that energy back up to Excadrill to be able to attack again. So I'm going to use Pound for just 10 because of the resistance. Draw. And play the Minccino. And I know the Tranquil's in here somewhere, but there's a chance it could be that last one. So I'm going to attach to Zorua. I'll do Quick Attack. And it's heads. That I just changed the tails, but it was heads. So it does 20. I draw. I'm going to attach to Excadrill there. And, still in a pretty good position, so I'm not going to worry about doing my plan of retreating and using Energy Switch until he gets something really powerful up. So I'm going to just use Pound again for another 10. I'm going to draw. We'll attach another to Zorua. And Pit does Quick Attack, which just does 10. Draw. Actually, that's really good. I'll play the plus power. And I'll go ahead and attach here, which means I don't need to use my Energy Switch. And plus power means it's going to do 40 resistant by 20, which means it's going to still do enough to knock it out. So this is not looking good for the Zoroark deck. And an Energy Search. It's good. Huh. I believe Zoroark has lost. Because either way you look at it, he can just retreat and... yeah. I'll attach to the Purloin. And we'll flip. Heads goes up to 50. Alright, I'll use the potion to bring him down to 60. Let's... I know I can win this turn anyways, but let's just play it out. Energy Search. We'll attach there. We'll pay the energy energy cost there. We'll push this guy up, and I'll do Drill Run for 80, minus 20 because of resistance, does 60, still enough to knock it out for the final prize. So those are 2 games, and Excadrill dominated both games. I'm going to do one more just to see if there's really anything that the Zoroark deck can do. Unfortunately, you really have to get that Tranquil out early, and even then, as long as Excadrill can draw into what he needs, he's just very powerful with 2 times weakness. I mean, these are just trainer decks. He's hitting for quite a bit per turn. Not gonna worry about shuffling these up too much. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll start off with a Lillipup and put Timber on the bench. Close enough. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Bench. Well, bench. Put that as my active. Put out 3 prizes. See who goes first. Zoroark goes first. I think has Zoroark gone first every game? Usually going first gives you a good advantage. We'll go ahead and attach. We'll use Energy Search. Just, oh, and I see the Tranquil is in the deck. That is good. So that thins out, by pulling that energy out, that thins the deck down a little bit, hopefully being able to draw into Pokemon later on. Heads, so it does 20. Hit the plus power. We're going to start doing some damage because I know my fighting Pokemon are resistant. So I'm going to go ahead and use this plus power just so I can do as much as I can. I'm going to do Bite for 20. Draw into the Zoroark. Very nice. I'll go ahead and start building it up. I'll bench the other Zoroark. Quick Attack. Tails, so it just does 1. And I'll go ahead and attach to Timber. And I'll use Bite again for 10. Brings them up to 30. Draw. Attach. Quick Attack. Just 10. Draw. Attach. Bite for 40. Draw. Bench. Attach. And Quick Attack for it doesn't really matter. It's knockout either way, but it stays. And I just realized I forgot to put out prizes for white. So we're just going to take the bottom 3 since we haven't really shuffled. We haven't shuffled our deck at all. So sorry about that. And take a prize. We're going to pull out this Timber. And draw. Pokemon Communication, which would be great to get out of Girder if we had another Pokemon. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach one more. We're going to pound for 30, resistant, but still knocks it out. Another fighting energy, that's not good. Oh, and actually, Zoroark gets to win a game. Because I've got the last Darkness energy to do Night Days, which knocks it out. And next turn I would have had the Girder to be able to knock it out. So basically that's the only way Zoroark can really win, is if it gets a really fast start. For those of you that don't know, even though I haven't taken the rest of my prizes, with no basic Pokemon out, that means Zoroark wins. So those are my prizes. Prizes here. Oh, Excadrill was prized. That would have hurt. So those are the trainer kits. I'm really not a fan of them very much, and now I'm going to combine them into one 60 card deck, and I know it's not, you know, you're supposed to use all the same color sleeves, but we're going to cheat a little bit. And then I'm going to play it against a real deck.